Well, I came back this morning to see if Greyland had finished my order of improving my armour, and he's not finished yet. It's rather annoying, so I went around town and I made some food and I bought some potions and I've generally walked around the place and been bothered by every local in sight. And still, sadly, he's not done. I'm not quite sure how he's going to take. How long he's going to take. He's not been very clear with me about how long he might take to finish my order. He doesn't seem to know himself, quite frankly. So here I am, just sitting around in the bannered mare. The dog is outside. He's hanging around in the square by the tree, not doing any harm, just sitting around, really.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever.
Unfortunately, I do have to put up with this every now and then in the pub. Damn bards. There we go. And I'm happy to leave the dog to spend some time by himself, and I'll just sit around a bit longer, I guess, and I'll check on him. I'll check on the blacksmith later this evening, and we'll see from there.
But then he went quiet, didn't he?
Well, I spent all of yesterday lounging around in the pub, waiting for this guy to finish. Checked him again in the evening, and he still hadn't finished. So I spent another night in the bannered mare, and I'm really hoping, Yorland, that you're going to have something for me.
A lot of steel to shape.
Yes, have you got my items? Well, thank goodness for that. Okay. And I think I've only just paid for it now. I didn't check that very carefully. I think I've just paid for it because we'd agreed a price, but I wouldn't pay until I actually collected it. Well, I was lucky I didn't have, I hadn't spent all my money then, because I spent a lot more on potions. Thank you, Yorland. Let's try this on, shall we? Don't mind me just undressing in front of you. Let's have a look. That's weapons, so you won't find it there. Elven armour exquisite. That is so much better than what I had before. So much better. I'm very happy with that. What else but we had the boots on, didn't we? We had the elven boots of dwindling frost. That's good. The shield back on again. Helmet. The wonderful helmet. And let's see if we're now equipped up again. Yes, we are. Much better. Thank you, Orland. And an excellent job. We shouldn't take it so long, but there we go. I've collected the dog again. Come on, boy, let's get out of here. I think it's... let's get the sword ready. My sword's not ready? That's a bit strange. Maybe it got deselected while I was messing around with all my different things. What should we have here? Have I charged these things? The mace is still... These are still out. I've got some soul gems with me. We can charge them up if we need to. We get going. Let's just have a little look. Are these... Yeah, it appears that my items are deselected, which is rather unfortunate. I guess it's when the messing around with the blacksmith that's caused my loss of my my settings. And the torches are still there. So let's see. What do we have here? 1, 2 is the shield. 3 is the bow of ice. 4. 5. I think I had the same settings as well. I haven't played this for a while, so. Let's get out of here. Let us... What were we doing again? I can't remember. We were heading... Oh, we've got to head back toward Riften and hand in the quest, haven't we? Really, that's the main thing we need to do. And we'll see what else we need to do on the way. I might go and check out how the orcs are doing. That'd be probably be worth a check. But for now, let's get on the road and put some miles under us as soon as possible. We appear to have some sort of trouble on the road up ahead, and a lot of travellers going past as well. I'm not quite sure what's going on. We'll get there in a minute and see what's happening. I must admit, hanging around town for an extra day wasn't much fun. I know you all had needed the time to finish the work, but it was a little frustrating. It's strange to see the differences in my opinion. My opinion about this, because back home I wouldn't think anything of spending my evenings outside the shop with my idiot brother-in-law, just having a drink and watching the stars come up. But now sitting around is a lot more frustrating. What's going on here? I don't know. We've got dead people on the road. I think there might be Imperial soldiers. That's not good. Some adventurers going past. Yeah, they look like Imperial soldiers.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's a very strange weapon for an Imperial soldier. I haven't seen many battle axes on Imperial soldiers. Oh, we've got bodies here. Look, not naked bodies. What has gone on here? Got more Imperial soldiers, but no clothes on. Hello there.
Make it quick.
Don't be rude. I'm just wondering what had gone on. What is this? What? We've got soldiers. What a very strange tableau this is. Why there are naked soldiers here? I haven't the foggiest. Maybe someone stripped them of their gear. What a strange thing to have done. Where are the people wearing the gear? I don't know. That's very odd. Very odd indeed. Yeah, so sitting around town was a little frustrating. I mean, beyond just the incessant chatter of everybody, I don't know, it just didn't feel comfortable to do so. I'm hardly thrilling for adventure. I'm hardly, itching to rush out and drop down some cave somewhere and kick a lot of Draugar around and steal their treasure. But even so, just the sitting around town is going to be difficult. It's difficult for me now. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be a problem when I get back home. I'm not sure. The dog seemed to enjoy himself anyway, sitting around in the square there. At one point I saw some of the local kids were daring themselves to go and talk to the big scary dog. So you would dare to go and pet him. And no one did, as far as I could tell. Then again, I didn't hear any screams either, and no one came and complained to me, so I presume he behaved himself. Yes, boy. Probably not the most approachable looking mutt in the world, are you really? It's been a while since you've had a bath. This great big scarred mutt. Yeah. Then again, no one, although the usual bothering, they didn't speak to me too much in the bar either. Maybe I'm someone to be looked at with caution now as well. Even though I wasn't sitting there in my armour for a change. People are more inclined to avoid those who tend to adventure out into the world. Just want to be viewed with caution. Viewed with suspicion by the civilised people in town. Whoa, the weather's suddenly coming in. I thought it was a spray from the waterfall, but no, the cloud's coming in fast. It's only mid-afternoon. We know we can't get to Riften in one stage without having to stop somewhere. We're just passing by the the hot pools and things over there. So we could possibly stop off at Iverstead. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe it is clearing in. Maybe it was only mist from the waterfall. For a second there, the weather was really coming in. Very foggy. I was getting quite worried. So I'm not sure how far Iverstead is, but we might try and head that way and stop off there for the night. Let's see how the day progresses. Right, I think we're going to try something a little risky here. It's getting very late, and we're at Nilheim Towers, where Telov and his band of flunkies ambushed us. And last time I was here, I was certain that we could see Iverstead from here, and I think I can, just over in the distance over there. But the rain is making it very difficult to see in the dark. So I think we're going to try and navigate around this lake and maybe take a shortcut to get there. But I don't know how easy it's going to be. But I think it's possibly worth it to save a bit of time. The lake and the river appears to continue that way, so I think if we possibly loop around the edge here, around the coast, we might shortcut and get it. I'm certain that's Iverstead over that way. I don't know. We're going to try it anyway. I don't think we'll get lost. I don't think. We should be alright. Although, is this the mouth of a river over here? I don't want to get... There are some mighty waterfalls around here. I don't particularly want to get washed downstream and over a falls. The water is definitely getting faster here, isn't it? The dog's a fairly good swimmer, I think. Where's he gone? Miko, don't... Oh. I can't worry about him that much. I think he'll be fine to get across here, but... So, oh, it does go for a falls. I'll be able to get across here safely in my armour. How steep is that bank on that side? I mean, this isn't such a good idea after all. We could maybe cut across to that little island there. Get over. Cut across that island there and then go from there. We're a bit further away from the pull of the water. The dog! I don't know. He was with me. I'm sure he'll catch up. Let's go for a little paddle, shall we? We get across? No, it's some bit of a swim. We definitely need to sit by a fire tonight and dry ourselves out. It's not too bad. Where to from now? Across this little island here, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Didn't really plan on going for a swim. Oh, my arm was weighing me down. This is probably a terrible idea, isn't it, really? Why did I even think of this? Let's hope my food and the potions and things aren't ruined by this little swim. Oh, a little bit shallow apart there, with my feet touching the bottom. Is that the dog behind me there for a second? He might have finally caught up with me. I suppose I was wet anyway in the rain, but I wasn't quite this wet. Oh, getting tired. What a way to finish an adventure with pneumonia. Oof. Is he there? There he is. Where did you go, lad? Did you find a better way in? You needed a bath anyway. Are we any closer to the shore? This is so steep and gravelly, I'm slipping trying to get up here. I'm just hoping we're going to come around the edge of this here and see houses. Otherwise, what a waste of time and effort. There's something over here. I see pillars. Like another barrow or something. Yeah, looks like it. I shouldn't be surprised really in Skyrim, I guess. Oh, that's a bear. Miko, please say you're not fighting a bear. And do we have... Oh, there you are, lad. Is that a house? There's a bridge over there. And houses. That's got to be Iverstead, isn't it? Where the hell's that bear, though? I don't want to meet a bear in the water. I'm betting he's a better swimmer and a fighter than me, at least when we're in the water. The frogs and the insects still chirping. Mostly frogs, I think, despite the damp. They're pretty loving it. Yeah, it's just it's supposed to be the narrowest part. Let's cut across here again. And my boots can't get any more full of water. Very bad idea in full armour. In full plate, I'd probably sunk like a stone. Well, it certainly saved us some time. Is that you, lad, shaking? I thought it was the bear coming for a second. Yeah, it certainly saved us some time doing that. Whether it was really worth the effort and the chill, thank my divines it's not snowing, I guess. Well, at least we're inside in the warm now, and I'm not exactly dry. There you go. It's been about an hour sitting in front of the fire, I think, steaming gently. If I dry myself out to any great degree, and the dog stops smelling like a damp rug, I'm going to try and dry myself out here. Yes, shush boy. And then have some nice warming mead. And I'll put a bottle by the fire, warm it up nicely. And then I'll get going in the morning, I think. And we'll see if we can make any progress towards Riften then. Well, good morning, and oh look, it's still raining. Another wonderful, gorgeous day in Skyrim. Oh dear, Iverstead. What is this chap standing over by the river for? He might be relieving himself, but I suspect he's just viewing the flow of the river. A bit of a ruined house over there as well. That's rather sad. And no apparent bridge of how to get over there. Oh, there's that bridge over there carries you over. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I would passing through on your way to High Hrothgar. About to make a delivery up there myself.
I remember you, Klimek. I have an apology for you. I'm afraid I did give you a bit of a chewing out last time I saw you. You were the man that I gave a piece of my mind when you said you would be too... Were you too tired, or you want to take the travel up to High Hrothgar? I can't remember. And I thought it was an honour that you should be doing it. So I'm sorry. I think I've been having a hard day. You know, I'm apologise for being so rough on you. It can't be that easy. What types of deliveries do you make to High Hrothgar anyway? They can let me select it?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
Oh, these are the wise guys that hang up on the wise guys. These are the that's not what I meant, Klimek. I'm sorry. These are the wise men. I wasn't suggesting they were gangsters. These are the wise men that live up on the mountain.
Well,
what do they give you in
it's
return?
kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
That was what I remember you said before. Yeah, your legs were feeling tired. You know, as part of a way of apology for what I said last time. Look, I'm probably not going to come past you again. I'll do it for you, okay?
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Fair enough. Anything I should watch out for to climb up these 7,000 steps?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Oh, fair enough. Thanks for the warning.
Be careful up there.
I will do. Just a pack of wolves would be fine. I'm not concerned about that particularly. We can go and deal with that. Yeah, I figured I could do with another good deed on the way back. I mean, the walk here yesterday, apart from the silly paddle in the water, that was, you know, it was a pretty uneventful day, pretty much. So we're going to head up there. And I thought the idea of... I've seen this mountain a number of times on the way past, and I did wonder... I even saw I might have even seen the build. I've seen buildings up there. I could see buildings on the very peak from a distance.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Yes, so would I, sir.
Vampire hunters or something.
And I suspect that
In
may
old
be the
fort,
place we're heading to, but it's hard to tell. I mean, a typical mountain trail weaves and winds all over the place, so it's not necessarily a trip straight up the mountain, is it? So I'm not quite sure what I view, but I think I've already seen the temple from below. So we'll head up there. I mean, it'll be an interesting
You have to let Fast
trip.
follow her heart. You can't tell her what to do.
Yeah, we've dealt that in the past, I think. Oh no, she's talking to her husband, isn't it? That was the one. That was the star-crossed lovers we dealt with, and they're still fighting about it. They won't let it go. Yeah, so I figured, you know, it'd be quite a nice trip up here as a last little bit of tourism to head high. I mean, if you've gone to Skyrim, you've got to go up in the mountains, haven't you? Really. And here are the first of the 7,000 steps. And what appears to be some sort of structure. Maybe a way shrine on the way up there. But yeah, we could get some brilliant views. Well, if the damn weather goes away, we could get some brilliant views from the top. But we'll see. We'll see. Just a bunch of wolves. I think